Two Toms cast in a new movie? A new WWE champion crowned? And a famous comic book character gets his own alcohol? This is Nerd News Now. Welcome to Nerd News Now. I am your anchor, Boomer T. Nerd. And here are the news topics. Tom Hardy, famous for movies such as Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, Warrior, and Mad Max Fury Road, has been cast as Venom in Sony Pictures' brand new Venom movie. Will Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man now, be joining the movie to fight him? Only time will tell. Rowan Atkinson, famed British comedian who has played Mr. Bean for several years. You know, he ran around saying stuff like this. Teddy, Teddy. Oh. Getting ahead of myself. That's not what I was meant to be talking about. He will be back for a third Johnny English film. Were the first two really that necessary? Tom Holland, speaking about him in Spider-Man, has been cast as a young Nathan Drake in the upcoming Uncharted movie. This movie comes to us from the director of A Night at the Museum, Sean Levy. Chances are, if he will cast Sully, he will probably cast Ben Stiller. In retro news, Power Rangers, the film that was brought to the big screen this year with a reboot, due to poor box office performances, will most likely not be seeing a sequel. So, that mid-credit scene where they said, Tommy Oliver, I guess that's just gonna be left there like that. Oh well. In superhero movie news, sad to hear that Zack Snyder has stepped down from the Justice League movie. Unfortunately, Snyder has suffered a tragic loss within his family. My thoughts and my heart goes out to Zack Snyder and his family. But Joss Whedon, who directed The Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron, will step in to finish the Justice League movie. I mean, didn't he did the Avengers movies, so why is he doing Justice League? Isn't that kind of a contradiction? We'll see. Time will only tell. Right. Spider-Man 2 #1 will be hitting comic book shops in July of this year, 2017. It will bring the answer along of who this new Miles Morales is. As you know, in the last Spider-Man 2, Peter Parker and Miles Morales teamed up, but you were wondering who Miles Morales was, and they brought him into the 616 Earth. Expect a lot of twists, turns, and webs. In What the Funk Online news, a new website allows you to Funko Pop yourself. So, do you really want to look like you have big beady eyes, a massive head, no mouth, and a tiny body? Well, if that's your dream, go ahead and Funko yourself. I will put the link for that website in the description if you would like to do just that. Arnold Schwarzenegger will be back in the brand new Terminator film in development by James Cameron. It is said that he is excited to come back. He enjoyed doing the last movie, and he's always had a special place in his heart for the Terminator movies. And he said that he also came up with a brand new catchphrase just for this movie. And it goes like this: Hasta la vista, baby. I'll be back. Just give me a moment. I'm coming with my Waka. Next we have Injustice 2 has been released for the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 platforms. Apparently, this is a fantastic video game. Reviews are in and critics are loving it. But the only catch is they do not want to play as the Joker, as he looks like a emo, suicidal hippie. I don't blame them. Look at that. In What the Funk nerd news of the week, the long-running TV series Supernatural will be doing a crossover with Scooby-Doo and the Scooby Gang. You know a TV show has been on the air for way too long when it is a TV show that is about demons and monsters and a lot of blood and guts come out, and they're doing a crossover with a bloody kids cartoon. Supernatural, watch the first few episodes of the first season. It's a decent show, but why are you going to be doing this with Scooby-Doo? I don't think this is needed. We will see. I could be wrong. Next, we have... oh boy. Why is Hollywood doing this? Why does Hollywood insist on doing nothing but sequels, prequels, remakes, reimaginings, adaptations these days? This is, I think, the worst possible news I could hear. We have Resident Evil is being rebooted. I don't understand. They just finished the series off, and already within a year or two from now, they're going to reboot the series. This is coming courtesy of James Wan, he who directed the first Saw movie, who directed The Conjuring and Insidious. He's also going to be directing Aquaman. He will be producing the Resident Evil reboots. I don't understand why this is needed. Hellboy! We all know and love Hellboy. He had 2 movies directed by Guillermo del Toro, and he has a very popular comic book, and he's a very popular comic book character. He's getting his own alcohol. I, for one, am very interested in this. It is called Hellboy Hellwater Cinnamon Whiskey. I'm a massive whiskey fan. I love myself some Jameson here and there. This is something I will be looking forward to trying. If only I had a little bit of his Hellwater Cinnamon Whiskey in this coffee, it would make this new segment go a lot better. Anyways. Whoops. There we go. Sir Paul McCartney is in Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. This is an odd casting choice. I know that Keith Richards was in the 2 last films, but seeing Sir Paul in this certainly is weird. Maybe this will be the real Paul who passed away several years ago and is back for revenge on the imposter Paul McCartney. The first photo for the Predator reboot has been revealed. Let me ask you a question. Why are there 2 Predators? It's called Predator. Why are there 2 of them? It doesn't make any sense. The Yautja, they're cool, yes, but there's only supposed to be one of these guys if it's called Predator. That's not called Predators. You already did that. It's called Predator. I'm rambling on. Anyways, we'll see if it's going to be good or not. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 has surpassed $700 million at the box office worldwide. That is awesome, Guardians of the Galaxy. Who knew that you guys sticking in a little tiny tree creature with massive eyes would get you up to that $700 million? Kevin Feige and Stan Lee have said that they want all their Marvel properties back home in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I agree with them 100%. I think it would be wonderful to see the X-Men come back home. I would love to see Wolverine team up with the Avengers. I would also love to see the Fantastic Four come back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because Fantastic Four is one of my favorite superhero teams, and I would absolutely love to see a good Fantastic Four movie done right. Not those crappy movies with Jessica Alba and the, shall we say, Fantastic Force Task. That movie was just abysmal. X-Men, Galactus, Fantastic Four, they all need to come back home. And for all you unboxers, all you blind box subscribers, if you're a fan of Loot Crate, I have found out that Loot Crate's theme for June 2017, if you do not want to know what it is, click away right now because I have spoilers. The theme for June 2017 is Alter Ego. They will be featuring items from Marvel, Spider-Man, Transformers, and DC Comics. If you subscribe to Loot Crate, then you will be getting that box. If you have not, I will put the link in the description. I personally have not subscribed to Loot Crate yet, but I keep hearing nothing but good things, so this newscaster here will most likely get himself a subscription to Loot Crate very soon. And it seems that those boxes are very difficult to do. Let's grab some coffee and move on. Shine that up a bit. Oh, sorry about that. Little dust in my specs. Alright, moving on. Shin Godzilla, which was released in theaters back in October of 2016, yes, I went there, is being released in North America on DVD and Blu-ray in August of this year. Shin Godzilla was a great movie. It had a very weird ending, but it was a phenomenal movie nonetheless. I, for one, am going to be grabbing that once it comes out. That will be a hot DVD Blu-ray to pick up. Alien Covenant, the Neomorph, Jimi Hendrix, the video game Destiny, and the beloved anime Death Note, which will be getting its own Netflix original movie this summer, are all going to be coming out this summer as Funko Pops. If you are a Funko Pop collector and you love collecting those little guys with those big beady eyes, no mouths, their tiny little bodies, if you love collecting them, look forward to those. Some of them start coming out in June, and they're going to go all the way through July and August, I believe. Speaking of Alien Covenant, NECA Toys has revealed their NECA Alien Covenant action figure line. I will be very honest with you, these action figures are very nice. I will put a link below for NECA's website that shows you more on the Alien Covenant action figures. Sad news. The inventor of G.I. Joe, Stanley Weston, passed away. He was 84 years old. He invented G.I. Joe back in the 1960s as a competitor for Barbie. We all know that G.I. Joe took off and became the beloved 80s action cartoon we all know and love today. My thoughts, my heart, and my feelings go out to Mr. Weston's family at this time. In other action figure news, the Jim Henson Company have partnered up with McFarlane Toys. They are going to be bringing us a line of Dark Crystal and Labyrinth action figure series. Dark Crystal would be cool to see. They were very complex, very diverse characters. The only thing is, do not buy yourself Jareth the Goblin King, because chances are he's going to want to steal your baby. Okay, what's next on the topics? Alright, what is next is Archer Dreamland is coming to its season finale for Season 8 this coming week. After last week's bombshell of what happened to Archer's partner Woodhouse, it is going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. Dreamland was a phenomenal season. Hopefully Season 9 and the final Season 10 will be just as good. I have some very sad news to report to you all out there. Jinder Mahal is the brand new WWE, aka World Wrestling Entertainment Heavyweight Champion. He defeated Randall Orton at Backlash 2017 to become the brand new champion. Wasn't this the guy who was with that air rock band 3MB? Wasn't he also the man that everyone called Jinder the Jobber? Good wrestler aside, I don't understand why they put the belt on him. I guess this is the rise of the jobbers. Good for you, Jinder the Jobber, you champion. Don't hinder the Jinder. Some news that is making me very happy right now. Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino, is set to produce a TV series for FXX. This TV series, you ask? Deadpool, the animated series. This will be an adult animated series. No word yet if Ryan Reynolds or his chimichangas will appear in the cartoon. In some other WTF news, Dragon Ball Super, the anime we all grew up with and love, is taking over McDonald's. How, you ask? McDonald's' Happy Meals for the month of May in Japan will feature Dragon Ball Super. I've heard that the action figures in the Happy Meal will be coming to North America at a later date, but see, the only problem with these action figures is, just like the episodes, you might take a while playing with them, as it takes them very long to power up, and as soon as you fight in a battle with the Goku action figure, he's going to die, and he's going to take a year before he comes back into your Happy Meal. And finally, I end this on a sad note. I do not want to do this. My favorite singer, the lead singer of Soundgarden, as well as the lead singer of Audioslave, Chris Cornell, passed away at 52. I will be very honest, I'm breaking character right here. He was my favorite singer. I loved his music. I absolutely loved everything about his music. Phenomenal voice, stood out above the rest. And yeah, Chris Cornell, you will be sadly missed. For us nerds, he did the theme song for Casino Royale, You Know My Name. And Chris, you will definitely be missed. Rest in peace, man. That's the news. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to share, comment, like, and subscribe, because Boomer the Nerd appreciates it when you do that. Again, I have been Boomer T Nerd, bringing you Nerd News Now. I will see you again next week. And remember, it's news if it's nerd news. Have a great day.
Oh, hell no!